Hello and welcome to Therapy Express with Rosanna. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are going to talk about the 6 discussions that you need to have before you enter into marriage or any other type of long-term partnership. These discussions are very important to have because you won't be entering the relationship blindly. Relationships are difficult enough as it is. No matter how good you get along, there are going to be issues that come up during the course of the life together. So you want to make sure that you enter it as prepared as you can. And these discussions are going to help you do just that. Number 1, religion. You need to talk about this. What if you're a Christian and your partner is Muslim? Maybe it doesn't make any difference while you two are dating. But what happens when you have kids? How are you going to raise the kids? Are they going to be raised Muslim or are they going to be raised Christian? What are you going to do? You don't want that to be a surprise. So you want to make sure you talk about it. Maybe you're going to say, the kid can grow up and be whatever it wants to be. Or maybe you say, I don't care if he's Muslim. Go ahead. Let Billy be Muslim. And the Muslim father says, no, I want him to be Christian. It's okay with me. So it can work. But oftentimes it doesn't work unless you talk about it and make a decision beforehand. Number 2. Children. You have to talk about children. Do you want them? If so, how many? Maybe the wife only wants 1 and the husband wants 3. So you got to talk about that. And if you are on the same page on how many, and if you want them, who's going to take care of the kids? Is someone going to stay home with them? Are they going to be put into daycare? Are the grandparents going to take care of them? All of these things have to be discussed, because what if the wife has the kid and she says, I want to stay home with the kids, and the husband says, no, I want you to work. We need the money. The kid goes to daycare. That's going to cause a problem. So make sure this topic is addressed. Number 3, money. This is a big issue, and a lot of divorces are caused over this. There is one person who spends all the money, there is the other person who wants to save, and now they are at odds. You have to talk about it beforehand. Who is going to handle the money? There's always one that's a little bit more adept at managing the finances than the other. Then maybe that person needs to handle the money. But talk about it beforehand, because if one person is spending, and the other person is trying to save, can you see what happens? There are going to be huge arguments. So talk about it. Come up with a budget. Decide who's going to manage it, and then what you're going to do. Are you going to save money aside for a car, for a house, for a trip to Bora Bora? Whatever it is, talk about money. It's not taboo. You have to address it, and it's better to address it before you get married or into your partnership. Number 4, you need to talk about the location of where you want to live. What if the wife is living in California and that's where she met the husband and you're both living there, but now he gets a promotion and he wants to move to Boston. And he says, let's go, we're packing up and leaving. And the wife's like, what? No, my family's here, my work is here, the kids go to school here, I don't want to leave. And the husband says, but the promotion. And now you get into a big fight about where you're going to live. Discuss this beforehand. You're living in California, then are you going to stay there? Okay, stay there. But if something comes up in the future, you need to make sure that you have the basis. No, we're living in California. That's where we started. And let's just stay here. The promotion is not worth leaving the family. So you need to address all these issues before they come up so that you can better handle them in the future in case they do. Number 5, in-laws. We all have them. All right, so what's going to happen to those in-laws as they get older? They're going to get old and you're going to have to make a decision. What are we going to do with them? Are we going to put mom in a home? Are we going to have her live with us? Because you may be very close to your mom and say, well, my mom is 90, she's going to live with us. And the husband's going to say, no, she's not. I never bargained on this. I don't want her living in my house. Now you're going to have an issue and your mother's going to be in the middle of the fight. So find out what you're going to do with your aging parents. And at this point, you might think that's so far in the future. We don't have to deal with that. but the future does arrive, and it's then the now, and now you have the aging parents. You need to decide what you're going to do. Just have a discussion about it. You may never have to address it. Maybe the parents are all dead and that's not going to be an issue. But if they're alive, then you need to have that conversation as well. And number 6, expectations. You need to talk about what expectations each of you have of each other. This may seem obvious because you're dating and you're happy and you're doing the things that you love. But you know what? Maybe one person says, I expect you to clean up after yourself. And the other person says, I don't have to do that. You can pick it up for me. My mom always did. Okay, that's not gonna fly, right? So you're gonna say, I expect you to clean up after yourself, or I expect you to cook dinner 5 days a week and I'll clean. And you may say, well, I'll cook dinner 3 times a week and you can still clean. But make a decision, Maybe the husband says, I expect sex 6 days a week. And the wife says, well, maybe not, maybe 2 times a week. Talk about it so that you can be on the same page. If you do, you're going to have a better chance at having a successful relationship. It is hard already as it is, so go into it more prepared. And if you have these 6 discussions, I think you will be. All right, you guys, I hope this was useful to you. If you like this channel, share it on, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and look for me next week. Until then, make every moment count. Bye.